todos y bienvenido a Entérate, que es un show dedicado para latinos que estamos hablando qué está pasando en la comunidad latina. Y obviamente yo quiero agradecer a todos los latinos V-Teamers que están dedicados, trabajando, soportando la comunidad latina y obviamente haciendo un trabajo fantástico en Verizon. Y obviamente yo soy casi latino, no tanto, pero obviamente yo tengo mucho conexión de Latinoamérica porque yo viví mucho tiempo ahí. Con eso, yo paso para Diana, que va a ser el host de este show. Diana.
Gracias, Hans. ¡Yay! Me encanta escucharte hablar castellano. Y bienvenidos a Entérate con Verizon. So, what is Entérate? Well, this is our way of showcasing the best Verizon has to offer to our Hispanic customers, media, and V-Team community. You know, all of the cool events, technology, and of course, people that make us great. Dale, empezamos con Hoy Health. It's a new partnership that brings the doctor to you wherever you are. No insurance necessary. Here's how it works. It's available to all postpaid wireless customers. You get access to discounted virtual medical consultations on phone or video chat. And those consultations are only $49. That's a 35% savings with your exclusive Verizon discount. And you get 1 month of prescription medication included if it's prescribed during your virtual consultation. Best of all, you get to choose to do your visit in Spanish or English.
Vimos que había una brecha para llenar y esa brecha creemos que con la tecnología podemos accesar y acceder a productos a distancia donde un profesional que tenga la capacidad de ofrecer servicios o en inglés o en español se lo puede ofrecer a la comunidad cuando ellos escojan el lenguaje que ellos necesiten.
And there are even more benefits. You get up to 80% off certain medications through the Hoy Health free mobile app, discounted management kits for chronic conditions, and get this, an additional 10% discount on select medications for your family in the US and even select countries in Latin America. All of these benefits, no insurance necessary. Yeah, it's a game changer. And Hoy Health CEO tells us he feels exactly the same way about partnering with Verizon.
Asociarnos con Verizon, que tiene una de las redes más poderosas en Estados Unidos, para nosotros hacía todo el sentido del mundo y estamos muy agradecidos por esta oportunidad.
Gracias, Mario. Fue un placer. And it's very easy to get started. All you have to do is check out verizon.com/Hoy Health. We also created a video that explains the whole thing that's going to be linked in today's story. Nuestra salud es lo más importante. Cuídate bien. Okay, let's check in with our front line, our amazing solution specialists who always take such good care of our customers. We're so excited to present a new segment featuring our awesome V-Team tech experts and their tips from La Tienda.
Yo pues, parceros y parceras, yo me llamo Christopher Estrada Ballesteros and this is Tips from La Tienda. Yo soy colombiano americano y eso es colombiano con la O y no se me olviden. Y la verdad es que yo adoro a Verizon. I'm super passionate about bringing my customers the best advice and the best device, entonces empecemos con las cosas que me encantan en este momento. Right now, I'm a big fan of the Galaxy S21 for a couple of reasons. One is it's got this giant camera bump that they leaned into to be able to improve all of their cameras. They're ultra wide, 3x telephoto, and the main camera. On top of that, it's got a 4,000 milliamp battery, which is basically an all-day battery. It'll vary from person to person, but the most common user will get the entire day out of it. Entonces, por favor, no se me preocupen que no van a perder ni un mensaje del grupo de familia WhatsApp. On top of that, you can pair it with the new Galaxy Buds Pro, which are the first IPX7 rated Galaxy Buds to come out ever. So they're the first water resistant ones while still being super comfy, don't look like kidney beans, and last you the entire day. Now, I get a lot of customers who are always really worried about losing any of their information, and I'm here to tell you that when you're going from one operating system to the other, that won't happen thanks to Samsung Smart Switch. All you do is download it onto the old phone and it'll connect to the new phone and transfer all of your stuff seamlessly via Bluetooth. Entonces, pa'lante, comandante, que ya terminaste. Bueno, pues, mi gente, this has been Tips from La Tienda, and as you know, Verizon is back open for business, and we're super stoked to see you again, and super stoked to get you into the right products. Yo me llamo Christopher Estrada Ballesteros, and you can find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. Back to you, parcerita.
Gracias, paisano. He's one of my mentees. I love Chris. So good to feature our retail friends. And yes, as Chris says, go say hi. Don't be shy. Our solution specialists are so excited to welcome you back. Safety measures in place. Now it's my pleasure to introduce you to a new face at Verizon, but it is so clear she's going to have a huge impact. Check out our very first Conociéndonos.
Hi, I'm Yvette Martinez-Ray. I'm new to the V team, almost 6 months now. I work under the CMO organization as the Vice President of Sponsorships and Partnerships. My career right before I came here was as the CEO of a company called ESL North America that is one of the biggest esports organizations here in the country. Everybody knows someone and has someone in their life and their family who loves playing video games. Over 150 million people in the US today are video gamers of some form, from casual to professional. I have the very lucky job of getting to oversee the sports, entertainment, and gaming sponsorships that we do as a company. And we are a leader in the category. We're a leader just overall in the space in terms of going out and working with leagues and teams like the NFL and the National Hockey League, as well as gaming companies like Riot and Epic. So it's a wonderful, very, very fun job that keeps us on our toes and working really with almost every stakeholder in the company. As a Latina, I think we are so driven by a couple of things. A passion for education, a real focus on work ethic. I was, very much you put your head down and you just work hard. And then a real appreciation for when you walk away from work for celebrating with friends, with family, right? Celebrating life. And I think those three things I've tried to bring into my own focus on leadership and how I lead and manage my team and how you balance those things, right? The work hard with the know when to celebrate, and the, always learn, always focus on continuing to better yourself. You just have to be gentle with yourself because I mess up all the time. I'm not as present as I want to be. I'm stressed and I'm a little edgy sometimes, or I forget to schedule the doctor's appointment I was supposed to schedule. Like every day I'm messing up. And so I've just tried to learn to be a little more gentle with myself and say, okay, how would I tell a friend to handle this if she had messed up? I just wish doctor's appointments were open outside of 9 to 5, right? Like doctor's offices, because that's, for a working mom, that one's the tough one, because they just are not, they're never available outside of when you're working. I grew up where we had tamales on, Christmas Eve. And there, about a month before that, the whole family would get together to make the tamales. And 30 people in my grandmother's garage, and it was an assembly line. And the little kids were at the very end, and they got to put the tamales in the, in the boxes. And at the far end of the line were the oldest women, my grandmother and her sisters. They were in charge of the masa and everything you put inside. And no one, was allowed at that end of the line because they were the keepers, right, of the knowledge. And as you got older, you moved up the line, right? So you moved to the next more complicated station and on and on. But we would spend the day together. And I think about that a lot when I think about work. And I see it even as I think about Verizon and my experience here. The final product requires all of those pieces, that whole line. And you move up through your career, you move up through the company, and you learn, you take what you learned here and you take it to your next role, and then you ultimately move up. And so I think a lot about that experience and how it gave me this appreciation that everybody has a role to play, no matter what your level, no matter what your title, no matter where you come from, and that if you kind of keep your eye on that bigger picture, that's where the true joy comes from. Di que sí. Cuando viene la oportunidad, di que sí, porque yo aprendí más cuando fui a hacer algo que no pensé que podía hacer en esos momentos. Y hay mucha gente que dice que no, porque no sé si me va a gustar, no sé si... Di que sí, porque van a abrir más oportunidades.
Gracias, Yvette. Me encantó hablar contigo. Y qué consejo tan bueno. Okay, that does it for Entérate con Verizon. We hope you come away inspired and informed y que te sientes parte de la familia aquí en Verizon. Somos Verizon, ¿no? We'll be back with another episode very soon. Yo soy Diana Alvear, cuídate bien y nos vemos pronto.